Okay. Okay. We are back in the bathroom. Hello, everyone. Okay. The time is now 9:30. It's August 6th, 2023, p.m. When I posted my video of shaving my head, it has over 500 views now, and I am very grateful. Thank you. When I posted that video, I had one single subscriber, and now I have 14 subscribers, so I got like 13 more subscribers. Please subscribe. I would love to have a community here. I would love to be able to have conversations and to be able to build something and be creative. And so please subscribe. I guess watch the videos as you like them. And it was just very fascinating because I have 13 more subscribers now, and so this is supposed to be 2 weeks. Well, today's now 2 weeks and 2 days technically. Last week I meant to do a video, and I'm gonna do a video of like 10 lessons I learned being bald for a week, but it has been over a week. And the reason to why I did it for a week was because I meant to do this video last week, but I didn't get to it, and my hair has filled in more now, so you'll see more of my. So this is 2 weeks and 2 days. So my hair, as you can see, has significantly filled in, and so let me just get started. So the first one is I love being bald. I like being bald. I guess I like being without hair. It has been absolutely amazing to be without hair. I also didn't realize that. So when I took I got the buzz cutter for the sole purpose of shaving my head, and I didn't have it before. And I know that it has different attachments, but I used the buzz cutter as it is, and I didn't realize, because I used it as it is, that technically there's different levels of bald head and there's different levels of bald headedness. And first I didn't realize how much I had cut it, because I think from how I was like maybe looking at myself, this hair is probably what I believed I had 2 weeks ago, but obviously I had cut it a lot more. But then I was also realizing that technically you can have one of those, after buzzing it off, you can have a razor and then you can shave your head on top of it, and that will probably give you, a nice, sleek, bold, shiny head. And it was just fascinating to realize that technically there's different levels of bald-headedness, and I did not realize that I had in fact more bolder hair than this hair, which is probably what I believed I had at that point. So as my hair was growing in, it was just very fascinating, because I thought, oh wow, I guess I'm like a lot bolder than I expected. So I apologize about the bathroom noise. I'm in the bathroom, and it has automatic the air filter thing. So anyway, number 2, my scalp was very painful for the first week. This was an interesting experience that I did not expect to have, and I think this is also goes into the type of this is probably what made me realize how bold I was and what bold-headedness meant, because what would happen was that I think so by that Friday I shaved it on that Friday, and on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was touching my scalp all the time because it felt amazing to touch my scalp. And by the time it was maybe like the Tuesday or like the Monday, the Tuesday, Thursday, I had, I think, so hair grows obviously every month, and I had like little teeny tiny spikes of hair, and from like that Tuesday up until maybe the Thursday, Friday, up until Saturday, when I was like touching my head, so I was, because I love touching my head very much, and I would like wet my hands with really cold water and I would touch my scalp, and it would feel beyond amazing. It just felt really, really amazing. And when the hair as it was growing, I think I was pressing on it, and the hair was like little teeny tiny spikes of hair, and it did not feel very nice. I mean, it was actually very painful. On my bed, I don't have a headboard, but I don't think it would matter even if I had a headboard. But so it's my bed, pillow, and then the wall. And when I would like rest my head maybe a little bit above the pillow and my head touches the wall, it was extremely painful. And yeah, it was, so I mean, I guess that happens because I was not at this level of hair that I'm at now, because now when I touch my hair, it doesn't feel as painful. Also, I'm scratching my head a lot, and actually this goes into the third point. I had to wash my hair quite a few times. So I washed my hair, and I was trying to remember how many times I washed it, and I don't know if I have all of it, but so that Friday after shaving my head, I washed my head. What happened was I shampooed one time. I used a moisturizing shampoo, and then I conditioned. Basically, I conditioned my bald head, and then after getting out, I used a leave-in conditioner, and I used a little bit of oil, just like teeny tiny bit amount of leave-in conditioner and oil. And then that's on the Friday. By the time it was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, my head was like screaming to be washed, and I was like, maybe it's because I did not shampoo enough times, because I believed that since I didn't have, long hair, I didn't need to shampoo 2 times, and so I ended up only shampooing 1 time. And I shampooed, and then on that I think maybe Monday or Tuesday when I washed my hair, and that time I shampooed 2 times, and then I conditioned, and then I think when I got out, I still ended up using a little bit of leave-in conditioner and oil. And this is on the Tuesday. By the time, maybe Tuesday or Monday, by the time it was Thursday, Friday, I needed to wash again. And I just couldn't make sense to why that was happening, and how I could need so much of the washing. So I think I washed it again on either Thursday or Friday, and I think it was when I washed it for that 3rd time, I decided I need to not condition my hair, because I thought it was the conditioner that was causing me to have to wash a little bit too quickly. And basically within a single week, I washed it 3 times, and I was not expecting to wash it that many times, to be honest, because I didn't have hair. You know, why would I need to wash my hair that much? And so I ended up washing it that Friday, and I didn't condition when I washed my hair on that Friday, and then I believe, let me see, I was trying to figure out how it was I washed it and how many times I washed it, and so by the time it was, I think, I washed it that Friday, and then I think I washed it again on the Monday or Tuesday, and I had the same experience. No, actually, I washed it on Sunday. Actually, did I wash it on Sunday? No, I think I watched it again like on Monday and Tuesday, and I was trying, or Tuesday, and I was trying to find like why my hair was, my head needed to be washed quickly, and I was also brushing my, whatever hair I had at the time, and I thought it would be okay because maybe it will be like massaging my head. But in all honesty, I was just, I think I was trying to scrub my scalp in a way using the brush, because I wanted to be able to have, it just felt like, I'm still using shampoo, and I'm still using a little bit of hair products because I still have a little bit of hair. So I was just a little bit weirded out to have a lot of washing. So I think the following week I also washed it like either Monday and Tuesday, and again I did not condition, and then I washed again on the Thursday or Friday, and last Sunday when I realized that I probably need to wash my hair a little bit more, and so I stopped using the moisturizing shampoo because it was not, apparently, not cleaning my head or my scalp very well. But that was the same moisturizing shampoo I was using when my hair was longer, and I decided to use a good cleansing shampoo, and I shampooed twice and I scrubbed my scalp very well, and that was on Sunday, and it lasted until 2 days ago, Friday. But today is Sunday, and I'm gonna wash my hair Sunday. So I've been washing my hair quite a bit, and this was not something I was expecting. I assumed maybe, as I don't have hair, my hair will not get dirty. But it's interesting because this will finally, I think, confirm for me how I've been taking care of my hair since I was, so when I started taking care of my hair as when I had my own experimental period back in middle school and high school, I had believed, based on, I was reading this woman's blog, and she was trying to grow her hair down to her knees and to her ankle, and I was learning from her. I wasn't taking her steps precisely as my own, but I was learning from her, and somehow during that period I developed the concept for myself that my scalp needed to be cared differently than my hair. And I've always had to wash my hair at least once a week, because I've never been able to go beyond a week. And I guess like sometimes people ask me if I wash my hair a little bit too much, for somebody that obviously will have you know, an African hair. But because I wash my hair sometimes once or twice a week, and that was like, when I wash it twice a week, it's actually my method of moisturizing my hair. But this was maybe like 10 years ago. Actually, this was like maybe like 11 years ago. This was in 2012. I tried to see how long I could last without washing my hair, and I want to show you a video, but I'm probably not going to edit this video too much. I tried to see how long I could last without washing my head, and I lasted maybe I think a little over 2 weeks. But the reason why that happened was because my hair had heat in it. It was straightened and then it had been curled a little bit, and I had it done at a salon, and I wanted to see, okay, so now my hair is straightened, and that means I can brush my hair from root to tip, and I'm gonna see how long it lasts. By over the week period mark, I was brushing my hair, but I was using cotton with the comb so that the comb will take out. Basically, I could not last beyond the 2 weeks. I think I lasted maybe like, yeah, 2 weeks and like a day or 2 days, because when I washed my hair, I texted my friend, just telling her, like, it was the most satisfying wash ever. And so I realized that my scalp has to be washed more frequently than my hair. And so this experience absolutely concludes for me that my scalp care is different than my hair care. And so I'm very happy that has happened, because most things have been my own experiment, and I finally have a confirmation. Okay, so number 4, bald head will highlight your face, and if you want to call it your flaws, it will highlight your flaws. If it will highlight you directly as a person, and I think when you have a bald head, a person is going to be immediately drawn to you. Or when you don't have hair, a person is probably going to be immediately look at your face, your eyes. For me, I think this will be a good experiment, because part of the washing my hair is also about trying to make sure that some of the stuff on my scalp doesn't come down to my face, because they are, I want to start taking care of my skin, and trying to maybe like have different experiences with my skin as well. And in order to be able to do that, I think I want to determine what's causing some of my issues on my skin. I do have 2 very bad habits that I know are doing absolute damage to my skin. One is in my diet, and the second one is I do have the worst habit of like squeezing out whiteheads and stuff like that. And so these things damage your skin. Changing my diet is difficult for the moment, but I haven't helped myself in like, I have like this little tool that you use to extract whiteheads, and that's why I have like bruises all over my face. And it's very fascinating that I feel like I'm more drawn towards my face now. And also last year I got a huge reaction like on my neck, so my neck is a little bit darker. I also ended up getting it under my arms as well, and it's interesting it's been a year actually. It started last August, and by the time it was November, my skin was like, I was also trying to help my skin because I had a huge reaction, and yeah, so basically bald head, because I think it might be because we use hair as distraction, that it ends up being, when you have like shorter hair, it ends up being that people become more drawn to your face. And so to your face, and maybe, if you think of having whatever flaws that you might think you have, it will kind of highlight some of those. It will highlight whatever is around your upper body, or like from your neck up. And yeah, but if you don't feel like anything is, I guess it depends. It depends on the person. Some people may not think. People are different. Okay. Anyway, my hairline now is extremely evident, and when I was in high school, I wanted to have a straight hairline, and I tweezed my hairline, and that was obviously a very, very dumb thing to do, but I did it. And I did not realize the damage I had done to my hairline until basically I have now minimal hair, because I have like, I don't know if it will be, I'm gonna use the camera to reflection as my mirror. I have like little bald spots, like I think it's like right here. It was so like evident. I have also like, I think, bald spot right here, and I think I also have like scattered hair like somewhere around here. I don't remember if I had a widow's peak as a child. It's possible that I did, because widow's peak is based on, so basically it's passed on through your family, and some people in my family have widow's peak, and I have like very scattered hair right where the widow's peak is supposed to be, and it looks kind of weird because so I shaved this area very well, because I was like, if it's true that when you shave your hair it grows back thicker and better, then I want this area to grow thicker and fuller. And I think it's actually happening. Like these two spots I feel like are filling in more, because for the past 10 years I have been parting my hair on the right side, and parting it on the right side meant that I think this area especially was thinning out. And I feel like now, because maybe I'm not touching it, tugging on it, and pulling it, it's starting to fill in. And so I feel like this is coming to be a it's probably gonna allow my hairline to grow. But about the widow's peak, yes, I definitely, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I'm gonna try to find pictures to when I was very young to see if I had widow's peak, because I have like a very awkward little scattered hair right where a widow's peak is supposed to be. Okay, so number 6, getting accessories. And I think I imagined that I would get accessories and I would get my eyebrows done, and I did touch my eyebrows a little bit, but they kind of like not too much, and I didn't want to I want to allow my eyebrows to grow in. I imagined that maybe when a person is, I think maybe because you see sometimes these amazing bold ladies with hoops earrings, and maybe they have a long eyelashes, and it's kind of a style, I guess, to have that with bald head. But I haven't done that, I just like, I've been Googling to see, bald people, like somebody that I think looks beyond amazing, bald head. I like her, I think, with bald head and then with hair. And she doesn't wear, I don't think, so Jada Pinkett Smith, I think, looks amazing without hair. And she doesn't have, like a lot of accessories or anything. And so, yeah, accessories are not necessary, nor I feel like it's just, it's also not my style. So that's been interesting. Number 7, your hair grows teeny tiny amount every single day. Hair grows something like 0.5 inches every month, but for some reason, I think when you have hair, obviously you don't see the difference until like, for the past 2 years I've been dyeing my hair, and the only time I'll see the difference is when the dye is like kind of far away from my scalp, and you don't get this good visual image of the hair starting to fill in on your scalp and just coming in, and but also because I was touching my head a lot, and I'm very disappointed that I will not get to, wash my hands with cold water and then touch my scalp, because now when I do it, I feel the hair, and I've honestly been, I have not been happy to lose I haven't been very happy to lose the bald head in a way. It's just amazing. But your hair comes in every single day, technically, and it just kind of made me think, like, what do people who actually maintain a bald head do? Like, are they shaving their head every week, or like even every day for some people? It's been interesting. Okay, so number 8, I finally have an understanding of my hair pattern, and the reason to why I think it's interesting, because again, because I was trying to force myself not to wash my hair every other day or even every day, because that's how it felt at one point, honestly. And when I was brushing it, I realized that it's kind of difficult to brush like this front part backwards. And so my hair pattern is, okay, so my hair pattern starts here. It starts here. And it's so not directly at the center, but I don't know what this spot is called. I think this is the spot where you develop heimlich, right? Like when babies have that little heimlich, it's probably right here. But because as you grow, your scalp and your head gets larger, it kind of moves towards the back. And so that's where the hair pattern starts. And this front hair is growing this way. And then the sides, instead of growing downwards, are actually growing towards the front as well. So like if I do this, it feels right. So it's like with the hair growth. But if I was like to do that, it feels very awkward. Or if I'm like to do this, it feels very awkward as well. So these two sections are growing like this, and then the back two sections are growing to the sides and downwards, and then only like the center back is actually growing down my back. And that was extremely fascinating for me to realize, because I want to be able to have, I guess, I don't know, I did not know this information when I had hair, because I guess you're able to maybe manipulate your hair a lot more when the hair is a little bit longer. But I guess I understand now why sometimes brushing the hair feels unnatural, and which direction my hair actually grows. Number 9, the social expectations of hair around hair can be completely separate from you as a person, and you can separate yourself based on what you want and how you see yourself. But and then there's a different experience that has nothing to do with you, around hair. And I think it's about how hair is built into, maybe beauty, standards of beauty, or especially for women in terms of femininity, or how, I guess, what hair is supposed to be. And this is a much bigger point than this short video that I want to make, but nonetheless, I think, I guess the 10th point is your hair simply does not define who you are. And I can't believe how the emphasis around hair and what hair means. And in some ways, I should say that I guess I have loved being bald, but some of the social anxiety in not having hair, maybe a different experience if my environment was constantly changing, if I was traveling to different places every single day. But my environment hasn't changed so much. So, and it's also that, I'm in New York City. I'm actually not from New York City, and it's kind of interesting that it's me kind of getting used to New Yorkers in a way. I mean, it's not like I expected anything, the worst things to happen, I guess. I mean, I knew deep down that nothing would happen, but the experiences might be different depending on different cities and different towns. And it's very nice to be able to not care, and to have, whether you have long hair, short hair, or a nice bald head. I don't think it really, it's kind of crazy in how it's almost very difficult to separate a certain standard of, I guess, beauty from hair. And it's interesting. It's a very interesting experience in its way. And I guess as a last point, there was a comment that somebody made about natural hair and the way that, I guess, natural everything. It's just one single comment, and it obviously doesn't matter, but it was something that kind of sat on me in a way, because I think in some ways it's the idea behind it. And in a way, it's sometimes when I talk, I will say things like, chemicals, and I guess instead of product, I'll say chemicals. And I guess water is also chemical, for example, but we don't think of it as chemical because water is like a good chemical. And in a way, that's right. But it made me realize that I was trying to figure out how to kind of talk normally, but then being careful in how I communicate certain things, because the past 2 years, for example, me dyeing my hair was about wanting to have a lot of different experiences with my hair, and that's actually what I want. I want to have different experiences with my hair, and the past 2 years I dyed my hair red, blonde, and I bleached it. So this was my method of like trying to cover the larger types of hair dyes and hair coloring, and but I in some ways exist in a space of some kind of natural state of hair, but I by no means care, or nor do I mean, I myself am trying to have different experiences, but there's much bigger emphasis for women, for Black women particularly, in when it's hair processing, whether it's like relaxer, perm, or texturizers, or whatever type of texturizing products that people put on their hair. I feel like there's a bit of an emphasis when it comes to women of African descent, in that somehow, I guess maybe there's a pressure to either use these different types of treatments, or that somehow our hair is not in its natural state, or just I feel like there's just a lot of emphasis around hair, and in a way the type of treatment that that people use, and the suggestion being that somehow natural state of hair is better, and I don't want to contribute to that, and I don't want to add to that energy, even if I in some ways might talk about my hair from a natural state perspective. And so that was just something, I mean, it was just a small comment, but I felt like it could be important in some ways for me to say it, because sometimes when I talk, I'll end up using words like chemicals, or yeah, I mean, technically everything is chemicals. So so that's what I wanted to address when it comes to how I have been loving my no hair for the past 2 weeks and a half, almost 2 weeks and a half, and I will update later on as well. So I will talk to you later. Bye.